I'm Andy Rutledge, amateur filmmaker. I don't watch much TV anymore, and for very good reason. The dawn of the 21st century brought with it a terrifying and obnoxious form of TV entertainment, reality TV. But is it reality? Being stranded on a desert island with 15 backstabbing strangers? Being locked in a house with cameras in every room watching your every move? The life of a millionaire rock star and his dysfunctional family? Does any of this sound like reality to you? I didn't think so. So I decided to take a different approach. No prize money, no gimmicks, just life. So I went to the heartland of America, Illinois, picked a small town phone book at random, opened it, closed my eyes, and picked a name. I wanted to bring you the life of an everyday, ordinary, normal American family. Boy, did I f*** that up.
My name is Darwin Tiberius Stump. I live in Galesburg, Illinois, the birthplace of Carl Sandburg, who started the KFC.
You mean Colonel Sanders?
What?
You're thinking of Colonel Sanders, not Carl Sandburg.
Colonel Sandburg?
Sanders.
I didn't know he was a colonel.
No, you're confused. Colonel Sanders started KFC. Carl Sandburg was a famous author and poet.
And they was both from Galesburg.
No, Colonel Sanders was from Kentucky. That's why he called it the KFC. Kentucky Fried Chicken.
But the KFC is here. We got one on Main Street, one on Henderson Street. It ain't in Kentucky.
Look,
and Carl Sanders was born here, I know, because I've been to his house.
Colonel Sanders.
Right.
Right.
But you said he was from Kentucky.
That's Colonel Sandburg. I mean Sanders.
Carl Sanders.
No.
I've been to his house, I'm telling you. It's over on 3rd Street.
No, never mind. Just never mind.
I like chicken. I live with my mama and my brother Zeke. We were Siamese twins joined at the butt. They took me out first, so I'm older by 10 seconds. Zeke, he's a handyman. He likes to fix things. And he's a war hero, too. I'll let him tell you about that.
You see this scar? I was wounded in action in the Gulf War, the first one, back in '91.
What happened?
They got this river in Iraq called the Tigris River. Shaped like a tiger, I guess. My platoon was flying through the Delta in a Chinook. They opened fire on us. I gets up, I fall out of the helicopter. Head stuck in the sand. I almost drowned. Well, then they sent me home. President Bush sent Mama a letter saying how sorry he was. Mama always said President Bush was the sorriest president we ever did have. Anyway, that's what happened.
That's some birdhouse you got there.
I like animals. Birds, dogs, cats, orangutans, Bigfoot, even wombats. All God's creatures.
I love my little brother Zeke, I do. But since he came back from the war, he ain't been right since. I hate to say it, but sometimes I think that boy ain't got the sense God give a rock.
Darwin, he's my older brother. He helps me out with anything I need. But sometimes he can be a real pain in the ass. Know what I mean? But I love him like a brother.
He is your brother.
Right! See what I mean?
What can you tell me about your childhood?
They also love guns. Just add alcohol and you get an instant jerk. And a guy with a gun
Well,
is even that much more dangerous.
We was a lot smaller then. I was about, what do you say, Zeke, about yay high?
Yes,
About yay high.
No, I mean, what was it like? What were the important events of your childhood? Can you name some things that shaped your early years?
There was one time Dar got caught playing with his Winky at school.
What?
Ms. Lewis went down the hallway
Zeke,
and she heard
you
this
better shut
moaning
your
and
pie,
groaning
boy.
coming from the boys' bathroom.
I mean it.
She said,
I
Mr.
mean, you
Lewis
better
down.
be quiet.
And he went down, and there's Dar
ain't what
pumping a
happened at
hole in
all.
the floor.
This
You know, a
ain't
hole
what happened
like a
at all.
drain. And
See?
there's Dar just bumping
Don't make me
and
do it.
grinding.
Don't make me get
bumping
them
and
pictures.
grinding.
Don't make me get them pictures. You know I'll do it too. You know the ones I mean. We had a very normal childhood.
I was beginning to wonder what I'd gotten myself into, and I was about to find out it was going to get a whole lot worse.
I taught 5th and 6th grade boys for 31 years at Thomas Jefferson School. Oh, just thousands of children. You can't remember them all.
Do you remember the Stump boys? It would have been the late 70s.
Stump. I remember those two little dumbasses. All kids are dumb, but those two little bastards take the cake. Couldn't teach them a damn thing. They were nothing but trouble. I just finally passed them just to get them the hell out of my classroom. Always playing pranks, like trying to super glue my chair and stealing things. And only they were so damn stupid. They ended up gluing their hands to the floor, and then they stole my chalk and was writing dirty words on the playground. And whoever heard of spelling pussy with just one S? And they would steal anything. Pencils, folders, food out of the other kids' lunches, and I even had to go get a new vibrator.
I lived next door to the Stumps. 6 long, miserable damn years. They were the rudest, noisiest, most irritating people I ever met.
What do you remember about the boys?
Brass. They're the worst damn kids in the whole neighborhood. There was this one time, I have to kind of look around and see if my wife's around. It upsets her to this day. She collects gnomes. Little gnomes, you know, little garden gnomes. And she had them all over the yard. And I said used to. There was this one time we had invited Reverend Johnson and his wife over for dinner. My wife laid out a special meal, and I was getting dressed, putting on my best bib and tucker, don't you know? The Reverend's car pulled into the driveway. He parked. Then he and his wife got out and started toward the house. And as on the way up, they stopped and looked for a minute. Turned around, walked back and got in the car and pulled out and started to drive away. I thought maybe they thought they'd got the wrong house. So I come out the front door and ran after him and tried to catch him. And that's when I saw it, what those little bastards had done.
What did they do?
They took clay, the kind of clay kids have, you know, Play-Doh. They took clay and they put little dicks on all the gnomes. Red, green, blue, yellow. They all had one. One of them even had 2.
Did you talk to their parents?
Couldn't talk to them people. They're as bad as the kids. Circus people, you know. Genetic aberrations. I know that it really isn't a Christian thing to say, but I wouldn't piss on them if they were dying of thirst in the desert. Damn kids.